What is linguistic self-similarity in language patterns? Imagine looking at a beautiful fractal pattern where each small part looks like the whole. Now, think about how this idea applies to language. That's what linguistic self-similarity is all about. It's when parts of language repeat or mirror larger parts at different levels. This concept comes from mathematics, where shapes like fractals show the same pattern no matter how much you zoom in or out. In language, this means smaller units like sounds, words, or phrases resemble the structure of bigger units like sentences or conversations. For example, in speech, you might notice that certain rhythmic patterns repeat across syllables and entire sentences. This is phonology, or sound patterns, showing self-similarity. When you look at how words are built, prefixes and suffixes often follow consistent rules that appear in many different words. That's morphology, or word formation, demonstrating the same pattern at different scales. In sentence structure, smaller parts like clauses often mirror the overall sentence. For instance, a complex sentence with multiple clauses can have each clause follow a similar grammatical pattern to the whole sentence. This is syntax, or sentence organization, showing self-similarity. Even in conversations or written texts, themes or recurring ideas can appear repeatedly across paragraphs or sections. From a linguistic point of view, understanding this pattern helps explain how language is organized. It shows that language isn't random but built from repeating, recognizable units. This idea is useful in fields like corpus linguistics, which studies large collections of texts, and computational linguistics, where algorithms analyze language patterns. Take a sentence like, "The cat that chased the mouse that stole the cheese is sleeping." The smaller parts, like the relative clauses, resemble the structure of the whole sentence. They're nested within each other, creating a pattern that repeats at different levels. Using the phrase in a sentence. Linguistic self-similarity helps explain why complex sentences can have smaller parts that look like the entire sentence, making language both structured and predictable. This concept shows us that language is a layered system where simple patterns repeat and build up to create more complex structures. It's a way to see how language is organized in a pattern that our brains can recognize and understand easily. Whether in spoken words, written sentences, or language analysis, self-similarity reveals the repeating nature of how we communicate. It's a key idea in advanced linguistic studies because it helps us understand the rules behind language's design and how it evolves over time.